Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Sadguru Paramatmane Namaha. Sarva Maharshibhyo Namaha. The austerity of speech, 15th Shloka. Anudvegakaram Vakyam Satyam Priyahitam Jayat Swadhyayabhyasanam Cheva Vangmayam Tapa Uchyate. Substance. Speech which does not excite others, which is truthful, delighting, and beneficial, and the study of the Vedas, Upanishads, and the Puranas are called the austerity of speech. Commentary. Anudvegakaram Vakyam. Speech should conform to the four principles enunciated here. First, it should not excite, trouble, or injure others. It should be gentle and peaceful. Secondly, it should be truthful. Thirdly, it should be beneficial to all sides. This four-way test of speech is the most important aspect of social conduct. One may not speak the truth, but it may be harsh, painful, and exciting. So, even in speaking truth, the words chosen and the manner should be pleasing and delightful. This is the tapas of speech. Swadhyayabhyasanam. The need for practicing the study of the Shastras is emphasized here. Every day, some parts or portions of Vedas, Upanishads, and the Puranas should be read. This is a clear reply to those who question meditation is important. Why all this study? Of course, meditation is important, but during intervals, the aspirant should take to the studies of the Shastras to clarify his ideas and keep up the fire of inspiration. Swadhyaya is like the wind to the fire of meditation. By truthfulness and swadhyaya, speech acquires mysterious power. What is spoken even casually comes out true in actual life. Question. What is the austerity of speech? Answer. Unexciting, truthful, delightful, beneficial speech and the study of the Vedas, Upanishads and the Puranas is called the austerity of speech. The austerity of mind is explained. 16th Shloka. Manah prasadaha saumyatvam maunamatma vinigrahaha bhava samsuddhirityeta tapo manasamuchyate. Substance. Keeping the mind serene, untroubled and unexcited, pleasing facial expressions without ill will or cruelty, silence, meditation on God, self control, purity of thought and feeling are called the austerity of the mind. Commentary. Manah prasadaha. The mind should be clear, calm, and light. If tamoguna dominates, it is dull, heavy, and morose. If rajoguna dominates, it is troubled, distracted, and unbalanced. So, the seeker has to cultivate sattva guna and keep the mind in that calm, serene state. The aim should be to prevent the disturbing elements, dark passions, impure samskaras from taking root in the mind. This can be achieved by unfailing devotion and clear knowledge, which leads to dispassion. Serenity of mind implies internal purity. This practice consciously undertaken and kept up continuously is what is called austerity of the mind. Saumyatvam. Face is the index of the mind. The fleeting thoughts and passions of mind cast shadows in the face. Anger, hatred, lust, fear, greed, all these darken and twist the countenance into worried states, most unpleasant for others to see. When the mind is serene and peaceful, the face is bright and delightful. The seekers should examine themselves how far they could keep up the cheerfulness of the spirit and produce an impression of joy and love. It should be clearly noted that a gloomy and forbidding face is not a mark of spiritual advancement. On the other hand, we find the Mahatmas beaming with joy, cheerful and humorous, radiating that indefinable joy and knowledge all around. Maunam. Silence is of two kinds. restraining external sounds, stillness of the internal organ, mind. Here, silence of the mind is mentioned. The first is of great importance as a means to achieve the second. Of course, mere stopping the external organ is useless when the mind is distracted by hundreds of worldly thoughts. In that case, external science comes under mithyachara. The aim is to acquire perfect stillness of mind and detachment from the objective world. Therefore, the Lord speaks of mauna as austerity of mind and not of the body. So, one should understand that internal silence is the aim and restraint of speech is a means to that end. Atma Vinigraha. Here, the word Atma means the mind and senses. Restraining the mind from running after worldly pleasures is tapas in the highest sense of the word. The word Vinigraha implies that the mind should be fully controlled so that there cannot be any trace of attachment of objects. So also, Bhava Samshuddhi implies perfect purity of thought and feeling. Not a speck of dust should be there in the mind. Such mental purity reflects Atma clearly, as the sun is clearly reflected in the calm lake of pure water. Question: what is the austerity of mind? Answer: serenity, delightful countenance, stillness of mind, stilled in meditation or Paramatma. These constitute austerity of mind. The Lord explains the threefold austerity of the three types of men. First, the Satvik. 17th Shloka. Shraddhaya paraya taptam tapastat trividam naraihi abhalakankshibhiryuktaihi satvika parichakshate. Substance. The threefold austerity mentioned above of body, mind, and speech, performed by men, desired no fruit with the highest faith and with single minded devotion, is declared to be sattvic. Commentary. Shraddhaya. The attribute paraya indicates that supreme faith is needed in the performance of tapas. Otherwise, common failures and well known obstacles in the way might shake the will of the seeker and make him unfit for further effort. Highest faith in the Supreme is needed. When once the final goal is accepted and fixed in the mind, no obstacle can shake him from the path of spiritual advancement. He marches onwards and onwards, unmindful of failures and backslidings, till the light is revealed. Yuktayaha. The seeker should unite himself with Atma and keep away from all worldly objects. Such people are very conscious of their true self, and so they are serene and calm, whatever may be the troubles and temptations of life. Narayaha. Of all beings, man is the highest because moksha is possible for the human being and to no other species. The Lord does not make any distinction among men. All human beings, whatsoever caste, creed, or race they belong to, are qualified for the highest state by austerity, self knowledge, and self control. From this verse, we understand that austerity of the sattvic type requires three conditions. The aspirant should possess immovable faith, he should not have any desire for rewards, he should unite himself with Paramatma by the act of will. Fulfilling these conditions, if a man performs the triple austerity of body, mind, and speech, he attains the highest goal. Question: what is sattvic austerity? Answer: performing the triple austerity of body, mind, and speech with faith and desiring no fruit and with harmonized mind is called sattvic tapas.